Your New York Jets in their AFL throwback uniforms will be hosting the Miami Dolphins. These two teams faced off back in week 1, and things got a little spicy. The Jets ran the score up because the Dolphins kept on faking injuries to stop the clock. New York, now 4-2, leading the AFC East, and Miami, 1-6, desperate to save their season. Tua Tagovailoa, in year number 7 out of Alabama, has not thrown a pick this year. The Jets defense doesn't have a takeaway this year. Will that change today? Tua over the middle. It's popped up in the air, and of course, it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground, incomplete. Jamin Davis with the hit on Jesse Moreno to break that pass up. Sanders on for a 44-yard field goal. It's rejected. Tyreek Pearson, the undrafted rookie cornerback out of Northwestern, blocks the kick, and Tyler Barron recovers it. That is technically the Jets' first takeaway of the year. What a way to get it on a blocked field goal of all ways. The Jets at midfield on 3rd and 6. Justin Fields underneath to Clyde Swinton, and it's a rough drop. The rookie receiver couldn't handle that one, and the Jets are going to waste their first takeaway of the year. To win the Dolphins, near their own 10, he's going to go up top for Tyreek Hill, who's one-on-one, and Sauce Gardner able to break the pass up. In week 1, Tyreek Hill had 241 yards against us. So to make sure that doesn't happen again, we're going to have Sauce Gardner shadowing Tyreek Hill in this game. Clyde Swinton on that punt return is going to make it to the 37. 17 yards on the punt return. Fields facing a blitz, gets the pass off in time to Garrett Wilson, who is inside the 5, kicking and driving his legs to the 1. Couldn't quite get in, but he'll pick up 30 yards on a dagger concept to make it goal to go at the 1. Ran now on left side into the end zone, easy. His 5th touchdown of this season. He's filling in for Breece, who's out with a quad strain, and is going to give us the lead, 7-0. Miami, just beyond midfield, is going to run on 3rd and 5, right up the middle, and Devon Achane will go for 17 yards, making it to the 30. Now at the 10 on 4th and inches, Miami is going to go to the air. Tua, right side, Jesse Moreno, the rookie tight end, is going to score his 2nd touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to tie us back up. Now it's 7. DJ Farrell back to return the kick. The undrafted rookie receiver out of Florida gets a block. Loose across midfield. And cut off, unfortunately. Needed one more block there to go the distance. Still a 63-yard return. He's going to set the offense up in a great spot. Now in the red zone. Fields to the goal line. Jeremy Ruckert hanging on. His first touchdown of the year. A tough catch right at the goal line. He's filling in for Mason Taylor, who's out, also with a quad strain. New York up 14-7, back on offense. There goes Keaton Mitchell, deep into Miami territory. He's going to be cut off inside the 10 and forced out of bounds at the 8. A 37-yard run for Keaton Mitchell. The Jets unable to punch the ball into the end zone on this drive. So Harrison Mevis will boot this 23-yard field goal up and through and put the Jets up by 10. Just a minute 51 to go in the half. Tua faking out Baron Browning with a play-action fake and getting the ball downfield to Jalen Waddle, who burned Sauce Gardner, even though Sauce had his X-Factor active. Waiter on the drive at the 6. Tua right back to Waddle, and it's a touchdown for Miami this time. Jalen Waddle's 28th receiving touchdown of his career, and the Dolphins make it a one-score game. The Jets managed to get in the field goal range with 3 seconds to go. Mevis from 57 yards out is going to push it wide right. He had the distance clearly, but not the accuracy. So it's 17-14 early in the 3rd. The Jets with the ball. Fields throwing a moon ball downfield and letting Clyde Swinton run underneath of it. He makes a hell of a catch on the sideline. New York on the move in the red zone at the 12. Brandon Allen up the middle is going to fight his way into the end zone, scoring his 2nd touchdown of the game. Doing a great job of filling in for Breece Hall. And New York has made this a 24-14 lead. The Jets on offense, facing 3rd and long. They go with a draw. Keaton Mitchell gets close to the marker, but coughs it up. A lucky break for the Jets. Jeremy Ruckert there to pick it up. And New York has a first down. Drive would stall out, so here's Mevis on for a 60-yard field goal attempt. And his kick is wide left this time and no good. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's missed a 57-yarder and a 60-yarder. So the Dolphins in business, down by 2 scores near the red zone. Devon Achane right through the heart of the New York defense, all the way to the 1. Dennis Hopkins preventing the touchdown for now. Goal to go for Miami. Devon Achane on the next play is just going to take it in. His 3rd touchdown of the year, and the Dolphins are going to make this a 1-score game again. Miami on offense, hoping to take the lead. They go with a flip pass. Malik Washington, who had second thoughts about going the way he was supposed to. Dennis Hopkins cutting him off. Big loss. 3rd and short. Tua, pressure off the blind side, and he's sacked. Will McDonald the 4th with his 3rd sack of the year. And it's a drive ender. New York has an opportunity here to end the game if they can pick up a couple of first downs. Keaton Mitchell running right by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be caught from behind at the 41. Still a huge run. And Miami has to start using their timeouts. New York just a first down away from ending the game. Fields on the speed option has the first down. It slides on down at the 12. He's going to ice the game. And the Jets are going to win this one. They win 24-21 over the Dolphins and will sweep the season series this year. The Dolphins fall to 1-7 on the year, and they're going to have their backs against the wall already. One more loss for them, and I would say their season is cooked. For us, the Jets were 5-2 overall, 4-1 in the division, and off to a pretty good start to the year, I would say. Defensively, not an elite game by any means, but a good game, or at least a decent game. We finally got a takeaway, and I know that was not really because of our defense, it was more because of special teams, but still a takeaway is a takeaway. Offensively, no Breece Hall, no problem. 223 yards on the ground, 7.2 yards per run. And I thought that Keaton Mitchell, Braylon Allen, they both did an excellent job of filling in for Breece Hall. We only had 161 yards through the air, but we didn't need to throw the ball a ton, so we didn't. We got to talk about the 2 undrafted rookies who made an impact on special teams versus Miami. DJ Farrell, only 39 snaps this year. He's the 3rd best in the NFL when it comes to kick return yard average. Had that 63-yard kick return that helped us out in this game against the Dolphins. He started out at a 63 overall, funny enough. Now a 69 overall, so he's developing quite nicely. Tyreek Pearson, he plays a bit more than DJ Farrell. He rotates in at cornerback and plays on all of our special team units. He blocked that field goal, of course. He began at a 64 overall, now a 68. The biggest change he has seen is his zone coverage. It was a 56 when we got him. Now it's at 70, and he could certainly be out in the field on defense. Brady Cook and Devontae Simpson are going to be signed to the active roster, and then we're going to be moving Trent Clark and Tower Gomez to the practice squad to open up the roster spots for them. So the trade deadline, it has arrived, and we are actually not going to be making any moves. The asking prices were ridiculous for what we were looking for, which is just depth in general. I wasn't really looking for a ton of starters, besides maybe an edge rusher, but even then, nothing really emerged. So no trades at the deadline. Next up for us on our schedule, it's a Monday night showdown with the Houston Texans, who lead the AFC South. We lead the AFC East. Both of us are 5-2 on the year. We have the number 2 scoring offense in the NFL. The Texans, they're number 4. So it's going to be 2 of the best offenses, 2 of the best teams in the NFL. The biggest difference between these 2 teams, turnover differential. The Texans, plus 13, number 1 in the NFL. We're -7 and 32nd in the NFL. We're dead last. Let's get right into this primetime Monday Night Football showdown between a couple of division leaders and the New York Jets, who lead the AFC East, and the Houston Texans, who lead the AFC South. It's also going to be a battle between a couple of former Buckeye quarterbacks, and CJ Stroud and Justin Fields. First up, the 4th-year quarterback out of Ohio State. CJ Stroud, he'll dump it off to Cade Stover, another former Buckeye, who ends up picking up a much-earned first down at 39. Stroud and Nico Collins, we talked about a couple of former Buckeyes. How about this former Wolverine? Nico Collins, the Michigan man, with an impressive 15 yards, bulldozing multiple Jets defenders. Stroud on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for Jaden Higgins, one-on-one near the goal line, and he can't come down with it. JT Beckham, the rookie cornerback, makes the play and ends the Texans' opening drive of the game. Justin Fields, in year number 6 out of Ohio State, actually was replaced at Ohio State by CJ Stroud after Fields decided to head off to the NFL. Here's Breece Hall, left side, making a defender miss. Breece Hall An explosive 36-yard run. Looks like he's got some healthy quads and some fresh legs out there. Fields on third down. Finds Garrett Wilson, another former Ohio State man. And he's up to the 39 of Houston. Game's just littered with former Buckeyes. There's Jeremy Ruckert at tight end, helping lead the way for Breece Hall, who's running with some extra juice out there. 2 runs, 49 yards, and the Jets are near the red zone. Fields pump faking. Now throwing to the end zone for Garrett Wilson, and he drops it in. A terrific throw to Garrett Wilson, hitting him in the back of the end zone. And that is Garrett Wilson's second touchdown of the year, putting the Jets on top early in this one. Can't throw that better than what Fields just did. See if the Texans can answer. Joe Mixon up the middle, and he's down at the 44. 5 runs, 24 yards for Joe Mixon. He's been a busy man. They get 6 runs. Here he is on the toss. Across midfield, Mixon out of bounds at the 41. Got 6 carries and 39 yards after that 15-yard run. Stroud is going to hand it off to Mixon again on this drive. He breaks a tackle and is brought down. The ball comes out. The Jets are on it. They have finally gotten a real takeaway. But hold on, it's going to go to review. It's a close call. Mixon, he was down. So the call is going to be overturned. A lucky break for Houston. He gets to maintain possession. Stroud on third down is going down. Nick Larson, what a play. Sacking C.J. Stroud through the left guard of the Texans. How in the world did he do that? Could be 4th down for Houston here, and they're going to bring out Miami Fairbairn for a 55-yard attempt. And his kick is wide right, no good. It had the distance, but he misses it. And it's going to stay 7-0. See, the Jets can extend this lead. They go empty. A quick hitter, a screen to Clyde Swinton, and he's got a first down, getting shoved out of bounds at the 45. Garrett Wilson dealing with some bruised ribs. He's questionable to return. Hopefully he's able to get back out there. For now, the Jets down their number 1 wide receiver. Breece Hall left side on the toss, turns the corner, turns on the afterburners, and he's gone. 45 yards to the end zone. Another explosive run by Breece Hall. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are on top 14-0. In the second quarter now, Stroud is going to find Nico Collins downfield. Another big play by Nico Collins. Getting the better of Sauce Gardner on that one. Cross midfield. Stroud under pressure and sacked again. It's Nick Larson again. His 2nd sack of the game and 5th of his rookie season. He's having a great year. 3rd and long. Stroud backing up. Has his arm clipped. He gets the pass off downfield and it's incomplete. Sauce Gardner locking up downfield. And the Texans again come up with no points on a drive. Jets at their own 23. Breece Hall hammered up the middle, and he loses the ball. Azeez Al-Shaair delivering the big hit, and that is Breece Hall's 4th fumble of the year. A brutal one, giving the Texans possession in the red zone already. Stroud stepping up, losing the ball, sacked again by Nick Larson. A hat trick in the first half. The Texans do recover the fumble and are all ready in field goal range for Miami Fairbairn. This one a lot shorter of a kick, and he puts it right down the middle to get the Texans on the board. The Jets up 14-3 with about a minute to go in the half. We'll see if they can put some more points on the board and extend this lead. Arian Smith up to the 43. Harrison Mevis, the Jets kicker, has a career long of 63, so York doesn't have that far to go if they want to get in range. Check down to Keaton Mitchell, and he is more than going to put the Jets in range for the thicker kicker as Mitchell makes it to the 31. So it's a 48-yard attempt for Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker, and he boots it up and through right down the middle to make it 17-3 at halftime. York on offense to begin the second half, still without Garrett Wilson, who is questionable to return with that rib injury. Calvin Austin on the flip pass is able to convert a first down. York on the attack again. At midfield, Breece Hall up the middle into Houston territory. Out there 41. Missed the Dolphins game with a quad injury. Good to see him healthy and looking good out there. 8 runs, 105 yards and a touchdown in his return. Fields over the middle. It's Mason Taylor on a tight end screen. That was a very Kansas City Chief Travis Kelce type of play, and it works out for the Jets. Now at 29, Fields on a straight drop back. Smoked as he let go of the ball, but he gets it to Mason Taylor. That's another Jets first down. At the 9 on 3rd down, Houston sending an all-out blitz. It's going to get there. Fields able to get the ball off in time. So the pass will be incomplete, and the Jets are going to have to settle for a field goal at the 9. So just a 26-yard attempt from Mevis. And he's going to make this one. Make him 2 for 2, and the Jets are up by 3 scores. We are already about midway through the 3rd quarter. Houston may be down by 3 scores, but they're still committed to running it. They run it right up the middle with Joe Mixon, who makes it to the 43. Mixon and Nico Collins have been the 2 guys that have helped Houston do anything on offense in this one. A check down to Joe Mixon, and he's going to make a couple of Jets defenders miss and make his way to the 38. Joe Mixon having himself a nice drive here so far. Got a shotgun on 2nd down. It's another Mixon run. He's going to break a tackle, run over a defender. On his way to the 25, Joe Mixon playing determined here on this drive. Full to go at the 5. CJ Stroud, he's going to keep it and reach the ball into the end zone for his 15th total touchdown of the year. Getting by Tyrann Mathieu there to score. And the Texans will make it a 2-score game in the 3rd. The Jets can get another touchdown on the board. Their last 2 drives have ended in field goals. Fields on the move, throwing off his back foot, getting the ball to Mason Taylor downfield. Those 2 have really built up some good chemistry on those type of plays. When they started out last year together, didn't look so great, but starting to make those plays more consistently. A screen to Mason Taylor. He'll get upfield and fumble it. Azeez Al-Shaair forcing it and picking it up, rumbling down the sideline. He's got nobody between him and the end zone. Calvin Austin will chase him down, though, at the 15. A huge play for Houston to end the 3rd quarter. They now have it in the red zone with a chance to make it a 1-score game. Stroud, a defender at his feet, gets the pass off to Dalton Schultz, and it's a touchdown. Houston has made it a 1-score game out of nowhere. To the pressure, it's on New York. On 3rd down, they go with a toss, and it's blown up in the backfield. Danielle Hunter absolutely clobbering Breece on the backfield. It's a quick 3-and-out for New York. The Texans have all the momentum on their side. There goes Joe Mixon, finding a nice lane to run through, and he'll make it up to midfield. The Texans are driving, trying to take the lead in a game they trailed by 3 scores not that long ago. Stroud hit, and down he goes. The 5th sack of the day by this Jets defense. That time it was Zaire Barnes. So a big stop there by the Jets defense. The offense sputtering and not going anywhere right now on the ground. Danielle Hunter making another play in the backfield. 3rd and long, the Jets going empty. Fields hoping somebody gets open, but nobody can. He got the pass off, but it goes nowhere. And the Jets are going to have to punt the ball away. Houston at their own 39, down by 3. It'll be a run right side. And they get a hat on a hat. Mixon is loose and gone. 61 yards for the lead. Houston up 24-20 in a game they were down 20-3 not that long ago. We'll see how the Jets respond. They're going to run on 1st down, and again, Danielle Hunter making a play in the backfield. Maybe stop running it towards him. Just can't get by him right now. On 2nd down, Fields hit as he went to go again. That's a decent throw downfield, good enough for Calvin Austin to make a play on it and hit a big chunk of yardage. On 3rd and long, Fields under pressure, hit as he went to go again. This time the pass will fall into the ground incomplete, and the Jets are going to punt it away. So Houston, a chance here to run this one out. Mixon right side. He's got some more great blocking and is behind the Jets defense again. He's going to go 78 yards for his 2nd long touchdown of the game, and the Texans have a 2-score lead. They were down not that long ago by 3 scores. They now lead by 2 scores. New York in desperation mode with under 2 minutes to go. Fields going deep, and Arian Smith, the 2nd-year receiver out of Georgia, brings it down. And that's despite being interfered with. What a catch. Jets at the 12 with a minute to go. Fields looking, throwing to the end zone for Joey Camarillo. A lot of contact in the end zone. And it will be pass interference again on Houston. It's goal to go at the 1, and on 4th down, the Jets are going to go for it. A field goal would make it a 1-score game, but they're going to go for it here. Fields rolling to his left, taking off towards the end zone, and he runs it in. He'll do it himself, and he has his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets, they still have some life left. They're going to go for 2 in hopes of making this a 3-point game. Fields with the defender on him, gets the pass off to Mason Taylor, and the 2-point try is good. So the Jets make it 28-31, and it's now going to come down to an onside kick. Can Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker, get this ball back to the Jets? The onside kick bounces way up in the air, rolls towards the sideline, it stops, but the Texans are going to pick it up. A beautiful onside attempt there, but the Texans recover it anyway and win 31-28, and they will improve to 6-2. The Jets, we're going to fall to 5-3. What a brutal loss to take. We led by 3 scores in the third quarter and completely blew it. Joe Mixon just set the Houston Texans single game franchise record for rushing yards. 241 yards on the ground against us, and that's in a game where Houston trailed for the majority of it. So defensively, we were not good enough. Offensively, also just not good enough. We couldn't put the Texans away. Breece on his first 8 carries, 105 yards. That's great, but his next 8 carries after that, only 4 yards. We also had 2 fumbles, one by Breece Hall, the other by Mason Taylor. So we just, all around, we're not good enough to finish this game and get the win. How about a positive? Nick Larson. He's got 5 upgrades after the game. Why does he have 5 upgrades? Well, for one reason, he is the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. 3 sacks and a forced fumble. He also surpassed his season goal of getting 5 sacks. He's up to 6 already, and he is currently the frontrunner for the Defensive Rookie of the Year award in the AFC. So Nick Larson, well, he started element, but he's 21 and could end up winning Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, and if he does that, his dev trait should go up. Another positive, Zaire Barnes. He went out there, had 6 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. He ends up going up to start development after that game, and he's got a goal for our next game to get 2 TFLs. Zaire Barnes has not been a starter for us in this franchise, but when he goes out there, he usually makes a positive impact. And in this next game, I think we are just going to throw him out there and let him start and see what he could do. He's going to end up replacing Jamin Davis, who will go to the bench, but still rotate in. Not like Zaire Barnes is going to be a full-time player all of a sudden. Just want to give him more of a look while he has that goal and see what he could do. He is on the last year of his rookie contract. If he balls out the rest of the year, maybe we end up extending him. In other Week 9 action, the winless Steelers hosted the undefeated Buccaneers, and it went as expected. The Buccaneers are now 9-0 after this win, headed for a top seed in the NFC. The Steelers, 0-8, headed for a top pick in the draft. Speaking of top picks in the draft, a couple of rookie quarterbacks faced off in Sheets and Coleman. Sheets and the Rams end up beating Coleman and the Seahawks 25-14. The Broncos and Bills also faced off in Week 9, and the Broncos won by 2 scores, 35-24, to improve to 5-3. The Bills, they're now 4-4 at 500 and are next up on our schedule. We of course played them back in Week 2 in an absolute thriller, an instant classic that we won 51-48 with 34 points being scored in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. It is a very tight race in the AFC East. We have the 2 top scoring offenses in the NFL. Sure, some of it has to do with that game back in Week 2. Josh Allen, the back-to-back MVP winner, has not turned it over at all this year. Our defense has had its struggles. I'm expecting it to be another high-scoring game. Now, the Bills' defense, it's not anything to write home about necessarily. They do have a couple of good edge rushers, Greg Rousseau and Joey Bosa, who did have a pick 6 against us in that game in Week 2. Should be a thrilling game, another primetime game. We'll see if we can bounce back and beat the Bills in this big matchup and hopefully hold on to the division lead in the AFC East. If we lose, that race is going to tighten up a bit. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.